Hi, Eric Gibaud, and today I think there is no better space than my vintage retro space here to speak about film photography. There's one thing we want to do about film, negative or positive, is to pass them onto a computer so we can have a look at them, share them, print them later maybe, or even retouch them. That's possible. So there are different ways. One of the ways that most people think of is a scanner, yes, but that's not my favorite one. My favorite one is to use a macro lens to make pictures of the negative. Obviously, you cannot be making pictures like this. Okay, we agree with that. That's a bit crazy. So for that, I've got a special tool, the Valoi Easy35, so I can easily take pictures of my negative and pass them on to the computer. So I'm going to show you how it works, how easy it is, how you mount it, and to show you the result. So let's start. To make pictures of your negative, you need a macro lens. I'm going to use my Olympus OM1 with the 60mm 2.8 macro. You're going to see it's really easy. You don't need a tripod for that. I presented other system. You had a tripod, a column. This one is so easy. Probably the name Easy35 is coming from that. 35 because of the 35mm format of this the negative. So I'll show you this straight away, what's in the box and how you mount everything to work. So what did Valoi send me? First, they sent me the basic kit, which is Easy35, which is it's called basic because this is a minimum to start, obviously, and some optional things like a duster. So it will, there's some small brush, so you can take out the dust out of your negative. If it will capture dust. And also the frame that comes with the Valoi Easy35 is for 24 by 36mm, called 35. But there are two ways. The basic one has, you will not see the perforation here, the small hole, you will not get them, but they sent me two extra frames. One is for, it's larger, so when I make the picture, I will also see the small holes, okay? And also a half format to scan, like the negative I get from my Pentax 17, I could scan them with this. In the box, you will find several things, obviously. An instruction manual that is really clear, really easy to use. You will find, well, the scanner, if I can call that the scanner itself, or the holder or whatever. Here you will pass through your negative here, and it's easy to switch on. You just turn here, okay, can go to full power here, okay, and here you can change, on this side you can change the color temperature. Cool is for negative, color negative. Halfway is for black and white, and completely warm is for color positive slides, okay? So this is really easy to use. This has to go on the front of your lens. So to place it there, you need some adapter. So they have some rings to adapt it. In my case, I need 6mm for that lens. So we'll screw it on the front of the lens in the filter thread, okay? And then to have the proper distance from the sensor to make sure the framing is okay, and also that you can focus on the negative. There are some extension tubes that come in paper. The paper is a bit damaged now because I've used it a lot, okay? So I will place the tubes so I've got the right distance for the right framing. So it comes really complete. So now I'm going to set everything so you can have a look at it and you see how it is. So the first thing you need to do is to pick the right ring, adapter ring, to put on the front of your lens. In this case, the 46mm. So I just screw it just on the front. If it was a filter, so easy, that's done. And now I need to place the extension tube, but obviously maybe you don't know which one, to make sure the framing is okay. So here in the manual you have a table that tells you, like here I've got micro four third, APS-C full frame, and then the focal length. So I pick micro four third, 50 to 70mm, that's 3 to 4 long tubes. Here you have different type of tubes. I will throw away the papers after the demo, but I wanted to show you how it appears in the box, okay? Because they're really damaged, I've used them too much already. Here are longer tubes, and you can see here I've got shorter tubes. There are several tubes here, okay? Small part, okay? Shorter, longer, okay? So I'm going to place the 3 long tubes here. I easy screw them on the ring, okay? Okay, and that's placed, okay? Now, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to pick this and I'm going to screw it on the front. But beware, here, there is a screw here, okay? So this moves. I need first to tighten it a bit, don't tighten it too much, okay? Just to make sure it doesn't move when you will screw to the front, okay? So you screw it here. Okay, and then when it's screwed, you untie this, okay? So it rotates, so you can place it flat, okay? Flat like this here, okay? Obviously, depending on the lens you have, the length may be not exact, so you can mix really short one with long one, all this. But still, maybe the framing is larger than your negative, so it means you lose a bit of pixel. They have an optional ring, so you can precisely frame exactly, but well, for this, that's okay. So when this is okay like this, you're ready to go. I can still place a duster here, we'll place it just right now. But as you can see, it's easy to mount. And here, this is the way it looks. So it's ready to be used now. So we're going to place a duster. By the way, here, as it says, is a warning. It says, do not tie too much, everything. Because otherwise you could change the shape or whatever here because it's circular. And also here there is an Allen hole here, so you can untie the guide that is here. This is a 35 millimeters, you can see. Or if I want to place a one, so you can capture the small holes, the sprocket, I think it's called. Well, you can place it. So to place this, it's easy. You just go here. As you can see, there is some hole here. The screw come here and you simply screw it here and that's it. So the film will go through here. This is carbon fiber, you can wash it. It uses static electricity to capture dust. So now I'm ready to go. I'm going to tighten everything and scan if I can say, make pictures of the negative so you can have a look, okay? And by the way, if you wanted to help me, don't forget I've got affiliate links in the description, please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo, you get 10% discount with my code ERIC10, 10% on top of any offer they have, so still place it and you save some more money. And with ERIC20, you get 20% discount on Gain Faith, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. So use it, that helps you, that helps me, everyone happy. Thank you so much. Let's carry on. First thing, it is recommended to use cotton gloves when you're going to do this. Why? Because if you put your fingerprint on the negative, then there's a big problem because you will not be able to remove them, okay? Or it's really complicated. I don't find mine. I don't know what I did. I don't find mine. So I'm going to scan on null negative that has already been scanned. So no problem if I damage it. And these pictures are not important anyway. Okay. So what you're going to do, well, you can switch on your camera already. You can feel comfortable to place it properly here. Okay. So you're going to take the shiny side towards you. Check if it's vertical or not. Okay, it says Kodak this way. Doesn't matter, you can actually turn them around in your computer, but this is less work if you do it straight away. So you simply push here and that's in. And here in your screen you will see, as you can see here, the picture appears. Okay, so it's here. For focusing, two options, manual or autofocus. If you cannot manage with manual, do it autofocus, but I do prefer manual focusing because once the first picture is fine, they're all fine. There's no problem with that. Also, I recommend you use magnifying glass, so you make sure how it is. And actually, I have 2.8 aperture, but I recommend you do f8. So even if the film would not be perfectly flat, it is, but just in case, you make sure that everything is in focus, so there's no problem. Once this is done, you simply put the right exposure, and that's it. And then you push for next picture. Easy, okay? Really easy to do. And that's it. And you film. It's so fast. After we get them on the computer and we have a look at it. So now I am in Lightroom. I've got a few pics I took picture of with my macro lens. Obviously, that doesn't matter if they're good or bad pictures, just show you what you get, okay? So you need now to get them positive. There are different ways. For example, Capture One has a special module that is for analog photography, for film photography, so you can then positive them. Here I am using Lightroom. I've got a plugin that is called Negative Lab Pro. And actually I presented it on my channel, if you the link here. So I do Control N, so it will appear. I have to pick if it's a digital camera or a scanner or a TIFF scan. Well, it detects it's a digital camera. I just click apply. As you can see now, it is positive. I can adjust everything I want, but this is not the story of this video. Just show you the scanning system more than the capturing system, okay? But you can adjust everything you want. When you're happy with it, you just click apply here. It's applied. Obviously, as you can see, as I said, I've got more space, so I could have a bit more precise scanning if I use adapt, especially the tube, or you had this special flexi tube they have, okay? So now let's go to this here. I'm going to put horizontal automatically, then I'm going to reframe. Let's remove the lock here. So I precisely place where the picture should go. Okay, and that's it here. Okay, so here's my picture. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad, this is not the idea. I don't even know if this negative was from a good or bad picture. I just show you what you get. It's so easy. Once you have your photos taken, your negative taken in photography, in digital photography, then it's so easy. You make them positive and you adjust them as you need, and that's it. So it's a lot easier than many scanner and things like this. This is really fast. As you can see, it is really easy. Yeah, it's impossible to do it easier. I've tested other systems with a tripod and a column, all this, but honestly, this is so compact. You can do it on top of a table. This is really, really practical. I really like it. So for me, it's completely recommendable. In case you would be interested, I'll leave you links in the description where you can buy it. So thank you so much, Valoi, for sending me this. Thank you so much to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Small button down here and there's a small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, Gibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Don't forget, I've got affiliate links in the description. Please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo, don't forget that with the code ERIC10, you get a 10% discount on top of any offer they have. So still place your code and you save some more money. And with ERIC20, you get a 20% discount on K&F, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. So use it. That helps you, that helps me. Everyone happy. Thank you so much. What else? I'll leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.